You might have seen a bunch of videos where people talk about 10 plus ways of using Chase points. But I'm going to keep this short and simple by focusing on the top 3 ways you can and probably should use your Chase points. The Chase Ultimate Reward Points are some of the most valued in the credit card ecosystem. So let's get into the first of the 3 ways you should be using your Chase points. We'll start with the easiest for elevated extraction of values for your Chase points. And that is by using the Chase Travel Portal. Some people like to keep their life simple and their credit card setup simpler. In this option, we're going to talk about the Chase Travel Portal, and there's a qualifier for who should be using the Chase Travel Portal. It's the holder of Chase Sapphire Preferred and Chase Sapphire Reserve cards. And the reason is pretty simple. A Chase Sapphire Preferred card holder can extract 1.25 cents per point when using the Chase Travel Portal to make a booking. And if you hold the Chase Sapphire Reserve, that number goes up slightly to 1.5 cents per point when using the portal. So if you belong to a persona that wants to keep your life simple, this may be the way to go. Let's talk about the second option and one of the more popular options in the credit card community, which is to transfer over your points to a travel partner. This could be an airline or a hotel partner. And here there is one hotel and one airline partner that's pretty commonly used by Chase users. That's Hyatt and Aeroplan. For example, the Thompson Central Park, which is where this is being shot, costs you about 21,000 points to book one night. On a retail basis, these rooms can go for over $500 every single night. So that can give you a cent per point valuation of about 2.5. And made a complete video about how to use Chase points to transfer them over to Aeroplan and get incremental value. And I'll link the video up there. That brings us to the third option and the less talked about option, which is to transfer your Chase Ultimate Reward points to another person in your household. Yes, you heard that right. I am recommending that in some instances it may be worthwhile for you to transfer over your Chase Ultimate Reward points from your account to someone else's account in your household. Now Chase allows you to do that, but you may ask, what are some of the situations where you should explore this option? I see 2 ways where this can be useful. Number 1 is if the person who is transferring the points has a Chase Sapphire Preferred and the person receiving the points has a Chase Sapphire Reserve, and the household wants to be using the points to make a booking through the Chase Travel Portal. Now the reason this is helpful is because the person holding the Chase Sapphire Preferred making the booking would yield only 1.25 cents per point. But if they take their points, transfer it over to someone who has the Chase Sapphire Reserve in their household, they could be extracting 1.5 cents per point, which is 20% higher than the Chase Sapphire Preferred. The other scenario in which this can be helpful comes down to status. If the person receiving the points has higher status within the transfer partner ecosystem, then it might be worthwhile transferring your Chase Ultimate Reward points to that person. Let's take an example. Let's assume I'm transferring over points from my account to my girlfriend's account. I am a Hyatt Explorist and she is a Hyatt Globalist. In this instance, transferring over points to her and having her book the room will enable us to get free upgrades at the property all the way up to suites, free breakfast at the property, and late checkout all the way until 4 p.m. In my opinion, these are the top 3 ways, or at least the most commonly used one in the Chase credit card ecosystem. Let me know how you generally use your Chase credit card points, and I'll see you in the next one.